The Complete History of America. Episode 1. Before America Existed. Imagine waking up and the United States never existed. No New York, no Washington, no Hollywood, no Apple, no Google, no NASA. Hard to imagine, right? But here's something even more surprising. Long before America became the world's most powerful nation, this land wasn't called America at all. Millions of people were already living here, thousands of years before the first European ship ever appeared on the horizon. So today, we're going back to the very beginning, not the United States, but the forgotten world that came before it. Chapter 1. A Land Before History. More than 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, a giant bridge of ice and land connected Asia to North America. Scientists call it Beringia. Small groups of hunters slowly crossed this frozen land, following giant animals like mammoths and bison. They weren't looking for a new continent. They were simply following food. Generation after generation, they spread across forests, mountains, rivers, and deserts, eventually reaching nearly every corner of North and South America. Thousands of years passed, different cultures developed, different languages were born, different civilizations rose, long before Europe even knew this land existed. Chapter 2. The First Great Civilizations. By the time Europe was building castles, America already had thriving civilizations. In the south, the Maya built massive cities, studied the stars, and created one of the world's most accurate calendars. The Aztecs ruled enormous cities filled with temples and markets. Farther north, hundreds of Native American nations lived across the continent. Some built giant earth mounds, others hunted across endless plains. Some became incredible farmers, others mastered rivers and forests. They were not one single people, they were hundreds of unique nations, each with its own language, culture, beliefs, and traditions. Chapter 3. A world about to change for thousands of years. These civilizations grew without knowing that across the Atlantic Ocean, another world was preparing to arrive. In Europe, powerful kingdoms competed for wealth, gold, and new trade routes. The Ottoman Empire had changed global trade forever. European kings wanted another path to Asia. One sailor believed he had the answer. His name was Christopher Columbus. He believed the Earth could be crossed by sailing west. Almost everyone thought the journey was impossible, but in 1492, everything changed forever. Not only for Europe, but for every civilization living in the Americas. Ending the voyage of Christopher Columbus would become one of the most important and most controversial events in human history. It would lead to exploration, colonization, war, disease, and eventually, the birth of the United States, but that's only the beginning. In the next episode, we'll witness the moment Europe first reached the Americas and discover how one voyage changed the fate of millions forever, because the story of America is only just beginning. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Last Horizon, because in the next episode, we'll uncover the true story of Christopher Columbus, the first European voyages, and the events that changed history forever.